declutter your nervous system, allowing your feminine energy to break free. I'm not playing on words here. What I mean by decluttering your nervous system is just the same way you reorganize your physical space. You declutter your physical space to give it like a new energy. The same way you have to let go, release all of the baggage that is weighing down on your nervous system. This in turn is going to allow your feminine energy to break free. Freedom for the feminine is like the air we breathe. Feminine energy needs to be free so that it can flow. And one way we can give ourselves that freedom on the inside is by releasing all these shackles that are weighing down on our nervous system. And these are usually the baggage of the past. All the previous negative experiences that we have been through that are still lingering inside of us. Hi Adil, thanks for joining. Hi Seema, thank you. So one way we can do that, and why I wanted to mention the decluttering or the spring cleaning, because it's just in time for the spring cleaning that we usually do around spring. And if you have yourself experienced that and how it is truly a freeing experience, it does the same thing on the inside. It does the same thing to your feminine energy. And so if our feminine energy, we are, as we embody the divine feminine, as we allow our feminine energy to guide us, then it goes without saying that we are moving in tune with the cycles of nature. Hi, thanks for joining. We're moving in with, we are moving in alignment with the cycles of nature. And so at the beginning of spring, nature offers us all of these herbs or all of these fruits that allow us to do some kind of detox inside of our bodies, like physiologically detoxing. And the same way we can use that type of cycle to do the same thing when it comes to our own feminine energy. And one way we can do this type of spring cleaning internally, and internal spring cleaning, is by cultivating forgiveness. But hear me out here. I want to say a few things about forgiveness. And the most important thing to realize about forgiving others is that it in no way means condoning the damage that has been done, or it does not mean that we deserved what has been done upon us. It does not mean that we are accepting that thing that has happened. It has nothing to do with the other person. It's all about us doing the work internally. That is why the essence of freedom is really about releasing the emotional charge around a certain experience. It doesn't have to be, having that person in your life again and pretending that everything is just okay. It does not need that the other person ask you for any forgiveness. This is something that you are doing for yourself. This is one thing. You let go of whatever is weighing down on your nervous system. You are releasing the emotional charge around the experience, so that whenever you are remembering the situation or the person themselves, you don't get stuck in this cycle of the vicious cycle of negative feelings. You don't start getting upset, getting annoyed, getting maybe vengeful. None of these negative emotions are going to be elicited inside you once you have done the work of the freedom, the forgiveness work, which is truly, you free your nervous system from the emotional charge around that experience, and so you're no longer experiencing these negative emotions. And what happens when you are experiencing these negative emotions is 1400 chemicals are released inside the bloodstream. Can you imagine? Even if you think about this person that has done you wrong for just a few seconds, when you start experiencing the negative emotions, all 1400 chemicals are released inside your bloodstream. And so your body is going to have to deal with all these chemicals released. And if you think that, once you stop thinking about this person or situation, that it's all, you're not going to experience the consequences of these chemicals anymore. That's not true. Half of the amount of these chemicals that is secreted inside the bloodstream remain inside the body, remain in the bloodstream for 12 hours. And so few seconds of experiencing negative emotions is going to cause you and cause your body physiologically to be in stress mode for 12 hours. Meaning, certain parts of your brain will be inhibited. This is what is called cortical inhibition. Parts of the brain that are responsible for critical thinking and problem solving and part of the memory, they're no longer working. You don't have access to effective decision making. Your brain is unable to access all of these superpowers due to this physiological response inside of your body. So many processes inside of your body, such as renewal of cells or metabolism, all of that is just stopped during the time when these chemicals are secreted inside your body. And so just because a few seconds of you experiencing these negative emotions, all of this is happening inside of your body. And this is why it is important to do the work of the forgiveness work. And again, it's not about, forgetting all of that has happened or all the wrong that has been done upon you and just, pretend that nothing happened. That this is not at all what forgiveness is. It's about releasing the emotional charge. And how you do this work is by first allowing yourself to, at a initial stage, to experience these emotions, but in a way that allows you to feel them, to release them, but not to feed the emotions. And so you can bring to you the situation, and with all acceptance, with unconditional acceptance of yourself and the event itself, just allow yourself to feel the feelings without feeding them with your thoughts. Don't get your mind into the situation, into that process of the release, and just allow your nervous system to just feel those feelings and release them. And so we are talking about forgiveness and why it's important for the feminine energy. And so once you have released these feelings, also you have to have acceptance for yourself for having them. Again, we do not feed the feeling, we just allow it to be. And then we move into realizing that we have to keep holding on to the lesson. You release the emotions, yes, but you don't release the lesson. You have to keep it. This is your wisdom. This is what you have received through that event, through that experience. And so this is part of who you are now. This is contributes to your own resilience. This contributes to your own wisdom. And So once you allow yourself to release the emotional charge around a situation, it's important that you extend that forgiveness towards yourself as well. Because it's so easy for us to judge ourselves, and you'd start telling yourself, why did I believe this person in the first place? How did I not see this coming? How did I allow this to happen? None of this is going to serve you. It's very important to realize that at every moment we are acting to the best of our knowledge. And because of that, it's no use blaming ourselves. And so once you have extended that forgiveness towards yourself, release the emotional charge, release the need to blame yourself, then one step is to realize that I call this like this the dark side of forgiveness. That is, it's important to realize that we are not bestowing upon the other person the privilege of forgiving them, because it's not about them. It's about us. It's this gift that we are giving to ourselves. I am freeing my nervous system from this experience. I'm no longer being triggered by this experience. Not in a way that I suppress. I'm not suppressing the emotions, and I'm not pretending not to be triggered by it. But as long as I'm still being triggered by the memories, then I have not done this forgiveness work. And so we can't come to that work with being in our ego, thinking that, I'm way better than this person, and I am bestowing upon this person the blessing of forgiveness. We are all on this path, trying to live out our own soul contracts. And I know this is not to give an excuse for others doing wrong upon us, but we have to realize that they are receiving their own karma, and it is no use to hold on to this fire of feeling all these negative emotions, and maybe feeling vengeful towards the other. None of this is going to work. None of this is going to bring us any type of freedom. We will just still be prisoners of these experiences. And so once we have freed our nervous system from these experiences, once we are no longer being triggered by these experiences because we have done this work, I understand that I attracted this type of person into my life to learn a lesson. I have learned the lesson. I don't need to have them in my life any longer. And I'm keeping the lesson that I have received. I will no longer allow my past to dictate my future, because this is how what is really creating our future. It's our emotional state. And so if I'm stuck in the past, I'm just reliving the negative experience, the negative feelings of the past, the negative emotions, then I'm allowing my past to create my future. And so this work of letting go of all of these negative experiences allows the energy, our own feminine energy, to start flowing, allows our creativity to start flowing. It creates a space for us to fill, and we decide how we're going to fill up this space. The nervous system is no longer being weighed down by these experiences, and again, freedom and creativity are one of the qualities of our own feminine energy. And once we have remove these shackles of the past from our nervous system and consequently our own energy, we are going to allow our feminine energy to flow more freely. And so, and if we allow ourselves to go with the cycle of nature, now we're coming to the to witness spring, and when we allow ourselves to be more in tune with the cycles of nature, this is going to feed our feminine energy, and it's kind of like nature is just teaching us the lessons. It's guiding us towards how we need to what we need to do in every cycle. And so again, doing this forgiveness work is really about giving your feminine energy that freedom. And so I know that it's not easy. It's not easy work. Forgiveness is not an easy thing to do. And you have to know that you need to give yourself the time that you need. As long as you're not running away from it, as long as you're not trying to avoid it at all costs. But like, it doesn't have to happen right away. Sometimes we need to allow ourselves some time to release the emotions in layers. It doesn't happen like with one time you sit with these feelings and you just release them and that's that. No, you have to allow this to happen in stages, and then you will get to that final stage where you know that this is time for me to once and for all erase the emotional charge of this experience from my nervous system. I'm taking my power back from this experience. I am choosing not to be triggered by it anymore. I'm choosing to clean, declutter my nervous system, my feminine energy from this experience, and this is going to allow you to move forward with more freedom. You're lighter, actually, and your energy is a lot more lighter. Your energy is no longer weighed down by all of these experiences. So if you need any more guidance about this work, or how to allow yourself to release these emotions, you can leave me a comment down below, or reach out through the DM, and I will provide you with some resources that will help you create that work in a very efficient way. Thanks to everyone who has joined us. I hope this has been enjoyable for you. I hope this has been inspiring as well, and I hope that you are allowing yourself to be guided by your feminine energy. You're allowing yourself to be led by your heart, and also by your unique feminine essence. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next live.